Yo, what's up? What's up, Ricker, Zayer? How's it going? I did some coloring on gender bent skis today. Turned out pretty good. I think I did a little bit on Ikumai. I just cleaned up a little bit of the sketchiness going on. I keep forgetting. I like to turn my monitor so I'm facing the second monitor easier. Oops. This. Yeah, I like it. Figured do a warm up today. Female version of Oblivion, and then maybe do some. I had an idea for some promotional art for the beta test on the mobile game, where I throw a bunch of the characters onto one screen, make a video of it, so you guys can come along with me on that journey. I use the game engine to do it. It's actually easier than getting the actual art. What's up, Mad Drago? Let's see. It's like is that right? Yeah. Yeah, so I think these could be their own characters. They don't full on look like the characters that they're based off of, Akumi and Skis. So they could technically be mirror characters of the originals, but still be their own character as well. Loading screens, yep. There won't be much loading screens in the mobile game, but it could definitely be a mobile or a loading screen for a future game. Alright. Ghost Boy reminds me of the Ghost Kid from Grudge. Oh yeah. I never watched that, but I've seen clips of it. Yeah, they look like the white hell kids from the Grudge movies. I think that was a Japanese horror movie. Okay. Alright, last stream for the week. Olivia. I feel like Procreate updated their software. There's some like minor changes. I mean, besides the brushes. Yeah, that is crazy. It's already Thursday. I didn't think about that. So this high PC audio output. What's up, Vega? A Druid. Infinity updates. Yeah, they're working on I think something might release tomorrow. I don't want to spoil it because I don't know if they want it to be known yet. But possibly something is going to drop tomorrow. So look for some updates on Infinity tomorrow. Yeah, everything looks more rounded. Okay, they definitely did something to Procreate because they were not rounded like this. And even the little knobbies over here, all the rectangles are rounded off. All right. Definitely some changes happened. All right, what does female Oblivion look like? I want to make her. My challenge is to make her sexy. Let's see how we can do that. An idea. Peeps coming in. Oh wait, will you be continuing the daily streams after the playtests? Yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to do the Monday through Thursday. I just said last stream because it's Thursday. But I'll be continuing to try to do these at least Mondays through Thursdays. Not counting holidays and special occasions and, you know, those things. Let me put the microphone in a different spot, maybe closer. There. Fortnite doing its thing, eh? I don't even remember how I drew Oblivion. Nice. I did a Google search of Oblivion Akumi Wars and found it. I totally forgot I redrew him like that. It's kind of cool. Doja Cat seems to be raging at Fortnite for some reason. Doja Cat. Sounds familiar. Oblivion is in Akumi Wars. Yes. I've been seeing that IIRC. What is that? I already forgot. I gotta look it up. If I remember correctly. I'm gonna give her the big bracers, but then I'm gonna make her really thin limbed. For some contrast. I like me some contrast. And then some big old robe. Some big, big robe. Make her thick-thighed. Anyone ever see there's this one girl with gigantism, or not, I don't think she's gigantic. I don't think she has gigantism, but she's like huge. Her whole family is like 6'7" and above. But she's like gorgeous. She's like so beautiful. But she just towers over everyone. That's what I'm thinking of as I draw this. Or that's who I'm thinking of as I draw this. I forgot her name. I follow her on YouTube. I think her boyfriend is like normal size. So it's like a nice contrast there too. Or he might be tall too, but compared to her, he does not look it. Uh, honestly thought Akumi Wars Oblivion is a huge glow up versus when I was last saw him in Orso. Some attire, but huge overhaul touch ups. Thank you, Trude. Yeah, I can't remember. I couldn't even find an Oversoul version of Oblivion on Google. Didn't come up. It only came up when I typed in Akumi Wars, which I'm fine with. Maybe the Elemental Bracers as choker piece. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see her face. Might be able to. I think I kind of like it better if her face blends into the shadows. And then we'll highlight her breasts. Chokers are always the rage with female characters. Never go wrong. I think like 90% of my female characters wear chokers. Well, it's pretty close. Like I always put something on the necks of my female characters. Pretty much like how I always put thigh highs on them. Ooh, what if we give her like garter belts? Let's satisfy our Patreon audience as well. Two birds with one stone. Three birds. We got stream, we've got a YouTube video, and we got a Patreon post. I need to start posting back on some websites to bring more traffic over to my Patreon. I've got so much content now. It's ridiculous. I'm a drawing fiend. I want to turn that into animation. I want to be an animation fiend. Zayer's been giving me some nice examples of animators and what they do to gain some traction with their animation that I'm going to try once I get into the flow. Once I release the Akumi mobile game. I forgot to flip it. Not bad. Death by Snoo Snoo. Yes, this is a Snoo Snoo inspired female. Every time she posts their height, they always change. Well, I saw the one where she's standing next to a refrigerator and puts her leg on top of the refrigerator with no problem. I was like, that's impressive. But yeah, I think like the shortest person in her family is like 6'6". The one that has an OF. I didn't know she had an OnlyFans. I'll have to look at that just for research purposes, of course. Meltonius the Art Fiend. Oh, hey, that's me. Yeah, I was talking about the suggestions you had for getting my animations out there. Definitely going to give them a going to experiment with them. I like the music video short idea. I've always imagined music videos with my animations every time I hear a song. Just making a short clip would be like totally something I would be into. I think I did it once. I did it once with the Blink 182 song. And I had like Min brushing his teeth with a girl in the background. It's the only one I ever did. Should do more. You got to give a look at Crinkle's animations, the Father of Madness Combat series. Crinkle's animations. Let me see what that's about. I think I've seen some of these. But yeah, you see like some of these, it's really smart because they simplify, they super simplify what they have to do, and it's all about the story and about the feeling that the animations give. My problem is I always got stuck in making the high production, finalized, finished looking animations, which take so long to do. I can still do that, but I should also experiment with simpler styles that I can actually produce that won't take months. So I plan to do a lot of experimenting with YouTube in my animations. See what catches. My man is true to his craft. Trying. Crinkle's animations are really great and amazing if you can handle all the violence and gore. His work is really clean, especially his stuff now. Mary Tamara is what you're talking about. Now, let me look. Mary Tamara. Yeah, that's the girl. She's 7 foot tall, 220 pounds. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous girl. 7 foot queen. um, research purposes. Also, his artwork on Newgrounds is clean and sharp, really detailed too. I'll have to take a look at more of his work. I've seen it because they've gone viral a couple times, but I've never actually dove deep into his work. What's up, Hangro? Let's do it. This one came together pretty fast. Let's do did I save the sketches? Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I can still get the sketches out. Ah, it doesn't matter. I like to save the sketches before I color them, but I already kept the sketches separate so I can just pull them out later. Actually, let me do the highlights on a different layer. Ass skis. That's a good point. Skis would there's no territory skis won't try to conquer. And that's why we love skis. He's a man of effort when it comes to the ladies. I need to put female skis into Akumi Mobile. That was going to be my thing. I was going to make gender bent. I was going to turn all the males into females, which was the inspiration for calling it Akumi Battle Girls, on top of it being an ode to battle cats. But I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. It can be extra content for the future. Man, I move around in my chair so much. Let's see. True, skis for sure smash a ghost girl. Oh, more than you know, Ricker. There's an animation out called Creepy Girl with skis and Ghost Girl. I'll just leave it at that. Something you could try is wrapping the tattered scrolls on her thigh or upper arms, since her shoulders are thinner and not much room to drape them over her shoulders. Of course, knowing skis, he'd know how to smash things even if they're elementals, golems. I remember you can smash the fire elemental girls in Skyrim. Skis has no boundaries and will venture where no where no other man has gone before. Immune to all. There's an anime about a dude smashing everything. That sounds like a anime I should make too. I should make my own version. Unlike the original Oblivion, where his tattered scrolls are draped on his shoulders. I don't remember. I don't remember. Mm. In a way, I'm kind of like having things always different is kind of built into me. Like I never live in a place more than 2 years, and it's not planned. But every 2 years I move. It just happens that way. Like I get to a certain point and I'm like, oh, it's time to move, or I'm ready to move. So it's similar. In a weird way with my drawings. Like, I'm constantly changing my drawings, so I can't remember what my last drawing looked like. Even with drawings that I've done over and over. But drawings I haven't done in years, there ain't no way I'm gonna remember what I did. I don't remember drawing scrolls on Oblivion. Someone would have to send me a screenshot. I don't doubt that I might have done it. I just don't remember it. I don't remember. So I guess sounds like an accessory I've seen on other characters. Like I think I've seen it on like that monk from League of Legends. I think he just has one giant scroll though. Let's see. I'm looking at Akumi War's Oblivion. He has runes on his back, but there's no scrolls. Oh, what is this from? It's from a website. Let me check this website out. Oh, that's cool. There's a little website called Game Grin that has a bunch of screenshots of Akumi Wars. Pretty cool. I like when things get done that I don't have to do. It's my favorite. What is going on here? Oh, okay. There's all kinds of screenshots. I don't have to make as many screenshots as I thought. I can just Google it. How convenient. Let's see. Demo beta test comes out tomorrow. Yes, Ricker. I'll probably release it in the afternoon. I'll announce it on all the social media and whatever. I might make a YouTube video over the weekend promoting it. I want to get as much feedback as I can on it. Oh, it was on Oversoul Oblivion, huh? Yeah, I'll take a look. Oh, oh, the sash. Yeah. Okay, we just have different words. When you said scroll, I was thinking of things that are curled up. So I just had a different vision. Um, but I think these scrolls look kind of cool on her. Yeah, I don't know if there's room to put a sash around her anymore without completely breaking what I've designed here already. Not sure if I'm in the mood to break the design here. Yeah, basically those things that beauty contestants wear. All right. Now, this will be the sketch. I think we can color this. It's not too difficult. Yeah, it could be a squirrel. I don't really have a definite definition of what it was. I just thought it looked cool. Scroll, ribbon, sash, runes. It's just when I hear certain words, a certain vision comes into my mind. So when I heard scroll, all I was thinking about were papers curled up. Looking like an evil Santa Claus right now. Green eyes. There's our timer. Yeah, it's been an hour, or a little over an hour. Oh, almost an hour exactly. YouTube is so precise. Okay. damn it. God damn it. Making Oblivia sexier. Am I right? Oblivia sexier. That's what I say. Could always have it wrapped around her leg garter. Let me see. Parchment, more like it. Yep, it's a parchment as well. Oh, the claw suit armor. Yeah. Santa Claus. Since there's no space anymore, what do you think, Ricker? I mean, it's good. She has the OG look. We add something. I truly would have the sash wrapping around her leg. That's what I was asking about. I don't know. I don't like to over detail my drawings. Let me see. Oh, we need shadows. I think we need to brightness up and then add some shadow. Maybe we could give her like a belt of some sort. Maybe a... I don't know. Oh, floating scroll in her hands. Not sure if there's much room. Maybe if it might work if it's like opened in front of her. We can try that. Unidentified 13 contract. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Do better than a belt. Give her a car. That's a good point. A car is way better than a belt. I like the way you think. I think a belt might break the flow of her robe. Drapage. I don't know if we want to do that. Let me see. I can try the scroll idea, but I have to separate all of this so I don't destroy what's already here. Okay. Oh, shit. Did it on the wrong layer. Motherfucker. Definitely would have trouble handling things with such long fingers. She'd have to use magic just to hold a scroll. Let's see if we can make it. We'll see if we can make it work. Let's do a redraw. Oh my god, I drew it on the wrong layer again. Jesus Christ. You just made the list. But anything, it's some kind of shady contract she's trying to get some unfortunate sod to sign and listing off the terms and agreements. Sounds like your average contract. You say, be a funny story. You say, what poor sod is this contract for? You peek into the fine print and see your own name. Oh, yikes! Awkward. Why, this contract is for you. The list is Diamond of Nolgath, Dark Crystal Shard, Gem of Nolgath, Fiend Token. I remember farming that to get the class of Void High Lord with it. Let's break up some of these straight lines. Ooh, I'm gonna try a brush. That would probably work really well here. Grunge. Make it grungy. I think this garter belt might be distracting. I don't know if it works. Oh shit, I forgot there's two different layers. Maybe it's just the color of it. Void High Lord? I don't know if I created it. Don't remember. I didn't make the class. I don't know if I made the art. Anytime I made art for AQW after I left, I never looked into what it was being used for. I don't know if I like the garter belt. I missed the Orbs of Shadow, Arcane Blood, Primal. Nice. Doing some more animations there. It's always good. Oops. I looked in a little bit into Toon Squid. It looks like it would be a decent animation tool. I don't know if it would improve my workflow more than a Flash. Flash has symbols, which seems to be lacking in a lot of animation tools. Symbols speed things up so much. Being able to make one drawing and reuse it multiple places, or having self-contained animations within one symbol to reuse other places. Maybe it was the just the color of the garter belt. I thought it will fit somewhat and added sexiness. Yeah, I might try it again, but the way it was looking at it wasn't satisfying me. I can try again with a little cleaner line, see if it feels different. Sometimes I gotta fight with my need to make everything simpler. I did like the guard. I think maybe it was just too sketchy. That it looked too distracting. That might have been it. It would be the BTS of that suggestion. BTS. I don't know what BTS means. Oh, what if it's just like tattered? That might be better. Maybe it just looked too normal. Behind the scenes more like off stream. Maybe it would be behind the scenes of the suggestion. Behind the scenes of the suggestion. I like it better like that. I like it better ripped. Kind of like ripped the way her robe is. Definitely way better distressed. Yeah, I think it looks better. I think it looked too ordinary when it was just garter belt. We can try different colors. Let's see. Oh, these aren't colored. They're all grayscale. I need to change that. It's like, why isn't it have a nice subsurface scattering color? It's because it's gray. Subsurface scattering is when the light scatters across the surface of an area. But if you don't have any color in it, it's just gonna make it gray. What's going on here? Starting to come together. I think once we get the oh my god, I keep using my keyboard. I don't know how many times I press undo on my keyboard. I'm using a freaking iPad. I think once we get the backlight going as a start looking interesting. It'll start making everything pop. Get rid of this black. Starting to look like something. Not sure I like. Look how dark these layers are. I can't even see my line on here. Like, that's no good. I don't remember making that change. I wouldn't even be able to read her handwriting if they showed me her contract. This is the character also inspired by Slain. Or is this the character that is inspired by Slain? Oblivion? No. There was a character I made in Dragon Fable with severed heads on his armor. That was from Slain. And that character in Slain was named Balor. Balor of the Evil Eye. He had an eye that could incinerate people on top of being a badass warrior. So many gems in that graphic novel. There's one story where this witch summons a demon to assassinate a king while they're visiting in the castle. And it was funny. The demon, they were talking about the demon. It's like being so stupid that when Slain was fighting him, he couldn't injure it with mortal weapons. But once he stuck the demon's hand inside of his own mouth, the demon is so stupid he just started eating himself. And so he defeated the demon by having the demon just consume itself. There's so many great stories in it. So even in the demon world, there's some dum-dums. So, oh, that tastes delicious. I can't stop eating me. Two hours already, or not, almost. Alright, I'm gonna start doing, let me do the mouth and eyes, and then we'll do some highlight lines. She's wearing lipstick. Ah, crap. Let me put it on a separate layer. My local comic shop started selling those novels. Might look into it. Oh yeah, get yourself slain the horned god. You can get on Amazon too. That's where I got mine. I used to have the original graphic novels, but I was missing the first one. But lo and behold, someone was selling the full saga on Amazon. Yeah, when the movie Braveheart came out, because my friend was into that story as well. He's like, when the trailer for Braveheart came out, he thought it was based off Slain the Horned God. He's like, oh shit, they're making a Slain movie. Would have been cool, but Braveheart's one of my favorite movies too. Anyway, Freedom! I wish there was more comic stores so I could, so that you can check them yourself. Mostly it's online nowadays, yeah. If there's a comic shop around you, try to visit them. They're going the way of the dinosaurs. Unfortunately. That was where I got so much of my inspiration for drawing growing up. Always loved those ethereal underworld glowing effects. Me too. I've always been attracted to art that just had that ethereal, magical glow incorporated in it somehow, some way. I just, I just love it. I love it so much. Try not to overdo it though. You want to direct the eye on purpose. Not have too many distractions for the eye. All right, let's do some. I think some greenish outlines work, especially with their glowing eye. Those battle face paints make you really menacing when you go to war. Yeah, I love that. Those that blue paint they would wear. Reminds me of the berserker armor you made. Yep, that's where I got it from. The inspiration was from Braveheart. To be honest, I won't be looking into her eyes. I'll be looking beneath her eyes. Can't blame you there. She'll be like, "My eyes are up here, mortal," and he's like, "I know, I know." It's like, I'm just a simple man. My eyes rest where they go. Yes, it is quite the impulses we have in these mortal shells we call bodies. But the eyes beneath you are staring at me. Yeah, I think we're almost done. Natural instinct, primal instinct. Add the 20-year-old overlay. Give it some atmosphere. Wowza! All these mirror versions are fire. Thank you, Rika. I know it would be rude to ask, but how old would this fine lady be? She must be thousands of years old. Look how tattered her robes are. At least she must have been around since ancient times. But in the realm of the void, time has little effect. Someone had asked me about personal things with the characters, and my answer which I didn't even realize has always been the case, is when I make my characters, I kind of just that's why I don't have much backstory. They kind of become their own thing, and I'm learning about them as I go as well. So I look at them as just their own uh, their own beings, their own entities that I just tell the stories of. So if I'm taking that approach with this character, I'd be like, I would assume she's very old. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's appropriate to ask her. Yeah, like elves and dwarves, they live super long. I love hearing the stories of like people claiming to live like hundreds of years. I think there's a lot more mysteries to the universe and life and all this interdimensional stuff than we realize, which I'm so happy to know. I used to think reality compared to like fantasy was so boring. But the more I learn about different realities in the multiverse and parallel universes, I'm like, oh shit, there's a possibility for everything. If you can imagine it, it probably exists in some way. Everything we have in this world started in the mind before it became reality. Oh, man. Here's an easy way to recolor these lines. Perfect to be my sugar mama. And that, or that, and I'd reckon doesn't matter to elementals like does living beings. Yep. Just like the tip of the iceberg, there's a lot more to it. I believe it. Nothing would surprise me anymore. Try adding blue. I don't know if the blue works actually. Unless we make the background have some blue in it. Maybe that's the answer. Blue background, and then we can use blue highlights, and then the green highlight will accentuate the eyes. Let's see. Oh, we need to do some atmospheric fog on the back of our hood. To be honest, when I was a kid, I always questioned why the seas don't fall off since Earth is round. It's a good question. After all, elementals are just magical constructs. Yep. Whereas even elves and etc., while they have long lifespans, elementals don't quite have to worry about the concept of mortality. Yeah, I guess they live in a realm of just existing. I mean, we kind of all are. I was watching this video by this one guy that is explaining how everything outside of us is also us because we are everything. It's like a drop of water or a drop of the ocean. That drop of water is still part of the ocean. It's just separated, but it doesn't mean it's any less of the ocean. It's just a unique perspective of the ocean. The same way we are all part of the universe, but we're just individual aspects of the universe. Individual expressions of everything. I remember I didn't understand when people would say we're all made of stars, but then I got it later. I'm like, oh, right. Because everything that is made up of the universe is also inside of each individual. All the materials are there. Unless you destroy their core and poof, they're all gone. Oh yeah, I go deep into all that spiritual stuff now. Especially as I get in this world. Start to wonder what's next. I've dove into all sorts of concepts. Does this look better with the overlay or without? In some cases it does look better. In some cases I don't think it looks better. Maybe in the background. Yeah, I think maybe in the background it looks better. Not on the character. That's kind of interesting. think we gave Skeets too much of a. Where is everything? More loading screens. Pretty good. I should probably make a little fold where this finger goes. Let's do this. Let's use some. A boomzer. Honestly, all these gender bends have been low-key bangers and spot-on mirrors of their respective characters. Thank you, Atrud. I think so too. It's an example of what I love to do. I love drawing things that are familiar but in a different way. So these have been the exact exercises that I enjoy the most about doing art. Just taking things that are familiar and just twisting them. Just seeing what they look like in a different light. Oh yeah, you don't add your logo or signature on every art you've made. Yeah, sometimes I don't. Just depends. If it looks like something that could be an actual piece of art, like normal piece of art, I'll sign it. If it's like a unfinished or something you probably shouldn't hang up, I don't sign it. I've signed some of my not safe for work stuff, but only because I'm like, ooh, this turned out so good. But it's rare. I'm like, this isn't going to be hung up. I mean, some people might hang it up, but yeah, I tend to only sign things that I think are worth being a pinup, like that you would actually hang up. But it's also kind of a pain to sign stuff. If you look at my art through the years, you can see I change my signature all the time because I'm like, I don't know if this looks good. I don't know if this looks good. So I'm just constantly changing it. So for a span of time, it was kind of a headache. I didn't want to think about it. Not signing it was easier. The MA logo. Yeah, I used to just slap I used to just slap a logo on and things because that was easier. Thick thighs save lives. 18 plus. I saw someone with a car sticker that made me laugh. That said, "Thick thighs make my dick rise." I couldn't believe someone would put that on their car, but there it was. It's like I admire the honesty that you would want everyone to know that drives behind you. That thick thighs makes your dick rise. It's good to know, unless someone was wondering. He had another sticker on there that was, I can't remember what it said, but it was just as bad. My favorites so far are Oblivia and Zeke's. Yeah, I think they turned out pretty good. Miltonius Arts is the best for the guys. That's a good way to end the night. End it for me tonight. Peace. All right, peace or fear pace. Have a good one. I think it is a good time to end the stream. We're already over 2 hours. I will release the playtest or the beta test tomorrow. I'll make an announcement once it's out and about. I'll work on some promo art tomorrow morning. Maybe a video over the weekend. But yeah, we did a full color. As you can see, full colors take the whole stream. So if we want to do more variety of things, we probably can only do sketches. But yeah. Where are we at here? And yeah, I won't be on till next week, so until next week, peace and two pieces. I'm out. Yeah, I'll probably clean this up and color it over time, so it'll be an official official two pieces. All right, Swepo, Zaire, Ricker, Fear Pacer, or Pace, and everyone else. Hangro. I'll see you guys.